Owen, you also focus on communities and people aspect and the human aspect, as I heard from your podcast. So I think that also is something that attracts me towards this space as well, because it's very community driven and the culture driven space that all the communities around the world are now participating. I think I heard you mentioning about how important it is for the workspaces to become more people oriented.
Oh yeah, well, like there's a lot of layoffs going on at the moment, and I think there's a lot of these Web3 founders have Web2 founders, of course, they can have severe sociopathic tendencies. You see a lot of these exchange founders and Web3 founders going for every single media interview going, and fair enough, but I suppose on the other side of that, they've been very, very ruthless in terms of dismissing employees. People have woke up to finding their email access switched off, their company access switched off after years of loyal service. And this isn't just a Web2 problem, but this is a Web3 problem. But if we're going to reinvent the wheel in Web3, I think we should be a bit more human in our approach as a project and have effectively. Because I really do think that the DAO that wins will be one that also includes a good benefit structure involved as well, like have loyalty programs so that there's some sort of a pension pot or something in place to some extent. Now this is a long way down the line. There's a lot of teething problems obviously between now and then, but I do genuinely believe that the successful DAOs will be able to have benefit and programs ingrained into their system as well.
So in June, I've attended Blockchain Ireland, and I literally was amazed to find out that how many startups are going on in Ireland. And also there are companies in the crypto space and in several similar niches are already several companies that are operating since 2008-10. So I was very amazed knowing that fact, because previously I was following a lot of updates on the influencers in the US market. So that's what my YouTube would be flooded with. All the news that I was watching was all the news from the States. But I literally ended up ignoring that there is so much of great work that's going on in Irish space. And that I happened to find out after attending Blockchain Ireland. Maybe this was another side effect of that COVID times, got us disconnected from people, got us disconnected a bit from communities. And I literally took 6 months to really figure out about myself, who I am as a human being, what I really want from my life. Am I too conditioned by my environment? Who real Sharul is? So I was doing a lot of brainstorming, and I'm sure a lot of people were doing it, and we kind of got into our silos. But now when I started attending the conferences, I started building network again, meeting wonderful people. Are there any conferences that are in your list for this year, or are you traveling?
Yeah, we'll be definitely traveling throughout much of 2023. That's the plan. Definitely. I've actually only ever been to 2 conferences ever, and the reason why I haven't gone to more is simply because I was just so busy. Effectively working every hour of the day during the bull market recruiting. So now it's now that things are a little bit quieter, I'm definitely going to be flat out going to various different conferences. Probably do Paris Blockchain Week. Might go to NFT NYC. I'm speaking at an event in Riyadh. So a friend of mine organises those events, the Web3 Delight series. We've had events in Lagos and in Abu Dhabi previously, and they were very successful. And the next one is obviously in Riyadh, so that'll be exciting. And be going, so I plan on visiting various different countries as well. So I'm planning on doing just seeing places as well, and mixing them in conferences as well. And obviously I'll be at Blockchain Ireland as well, probably later in the year as well. So I'll be. I know I'm kind of giving myself a goal of about 8 different countries, because you can't beat those human-to-human interactions at these events, and I've only scratched scratched the surface in that respect. I haven't really done any conferences really, except for the two that I've been at, and they were local to me. And even seeing the relationships that I built from those two conferences were fantastic, but I still haven't even scratched the surface in kind of utilising human-to-human interactions better, because you can't beat speaking to people in real life.
Yeah. No, I truly believe, and I feel the difference now when we meet people one-on-one, how much impact it has. And when I meet somebody one-on-one, how influenced and inspired I come back, I return back to my home. That sure, you have to do things, you have to kind of be goal-oriented, set a goal for yourself. And yeah, it's great to build community. And I'm a very people person, so I enjoy going to conferences. Now I'm gradually getting back there. Yeah.
And that's the great thing about Blockchain Ireland as well. Yeah. There's no bullshit attached. Like it's like those, obviously a lot of these conferences are charging ridiculous amounts of money to attend, and they weren't. Obviously it was a free conference, which was absolutely fantastic. And a lot of these other conferences, for people to get free tickets, they applied to speak, which is also bullshit.
I think that kind of controlled me to go to
a lot of these conferences in Web3 are just typical bad Web3. Anyway, I could go ad nauseum about that, but I think that like again, conferences aren't for the actual conferences themselves in a lot of cases, for the networking.
Yeah, right. And Owen, so after you had been on that Dutch Web podcast, has there been something new come up, or any exciting thing that you have discovered in the meantime that you would like to share?
No.
Okay. You have come up. Okay. But I'll definitely share a link with people of that podcast. It was an exciting podcast to watch. Yeah, so for me, Cardano community, I really like their project, and they are very philanthropic oriented as well. I really like Polygon. I do go through different white papers of these projects now when I have had my learnings of making wrong investments, and then understanding from there on how you can evaluate a project. So which one would you say? Do you have any favorite project out there that's close to your heart?
Again, I kind of look at projects in multiple angles, and I'm just fascinated about how some of these projects will survive post-merge. To be perfectly honest, two projects that I love. Obviously, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist at heart. So just to make that abundantly clear, I'm 95% Bitcoin, 5% everything else. But I do believe a proof of work world and a proof of stake world can coexist. I really like the Algorand pure proof of stake approach, and I'm also a huge fan of Ethereum as well, in spite of in spite of my very, very pro Bitcoin stance. But with respect to consensus as well, of course, I'm always fascinated by their employee retention rates as well. They think that there's a reason why they're successful, is because they can look after employees I look at LinkedIn profiles frequently, and I've noticed parity employees and consensus employees, they tend to stick around a lot. So from that perspective, I think it's no coincidence that both those projects are obviously very, very successful. And I'm a huge Polkadot fan as well, and I think there's some great projects working in that ecosystem. One of those being Polkadex, which is you familiar with it?
Yes, I am indeed. Yeah, okay. All small projects within Polkadot, and several projects going on within Cardano blockchain. Yeah, but I would love to hear from you. Tell us more, please. Yeah. I just felt like I stopped you there when you were talking about Polkadot there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so like so again, you have the FTX debacle, and I think that it's really that's a project that really helped. It's a decentralized order book exchange, and I think that the demand for that in light of the FTX disaster is apparent. It's clear as day. And yeah, no, I just really like the project, and I think that is one of these projects within the Polkadot ecosystem that will really thrive in the next year or two. And it's just the developer ecosystem as well within around Polkadot as well is really thriving, and I love dealing anything to do with Rust developers. They're a weird and wonderful group of people. Their passion for the language is infectious, and I think that Polkadot is kind of winning the race, I suppose, with respect to onboarding Rust developers. But that being said, there's some great there's some, I think there's some, I really do like the ecosystems building on Rust as well. And I'm not a developer, but I find myself drawn into learning more about Rust, even though I'm far from a developer in any way, shape or form.
When I got into digital asset space, that once you have passion for something, how easy it is to learn that about that technology or about that project or into that space. Because I literally found myself really amazed that when I didn't have a financial background, I never looked into technical or financial analysis before. But when I developed the passion for these projects, how if I invest my time, how easy it is for me to understand the concept. So over the last 2 years have really made me realize that if you really put your heart and mind into something, you can really achieve it. And it's for sure, you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have certification, but your own capability, and how much time you invest yourself, how much time you connect with the community. And like, for example, today we are having this chat. I wouldn't have known about Polkadot. For the development that are going on in this space.
And I think that's the great thing about Web3. It kind of give you a sense of purpose, and you're building your own ladder from career-wise rather than climbing one. And
right,
it's very empowering, and you have a sense of purpose as well if you join the right project. And I guess with regards to Web3 as well, what's great about it is that you become a lot more confident as a person, and like, for example, you tend to believe, you feel that you realize that nobody should be able to tell you who you are and who you aren't, I suppose. For example, the opportunity to reinvent yourself in Web3, it's a very accommodating space for people to reinvent themselves, because it is a blank canvas at the end of the day. And again, it's all about proof of work. And again, if you can show your worth, you'll be fine. And again, to be honest, I rarely dwell on academics when speaking to candidates, for example, as well. I rather see the experience in it from their side, much more so from the academics. Whereas I think that it's a new chapter, it's a new world, and I think Web3 is like it's a great place to reinvent yourself, and don't let anyone tell you who you are.
Absolutely.
Professionally speaking,
and Owen, as you mentioned about the University of Nicosia, I really like their efforts of providing these fee-free courses that goes on for 8 to 10 weeks for individuals to explore this space and see if they're building their interest in it. And also now we have MSc in blockchain. We have blockchain courses in Trinity College. So it's a great initiative to start these courses to get individuals into more deeper language, deeper understanding. So that's another their great initiatives as well recently. Okay. Yeah, and any last minute thoughts you would like to share, something that we didn't cover and you would like to talk about?
Really, all is good. Thanks for having me on, and I very much look forward to keeping in touch, and no doubt I will see you in a few months' time for an Ireland event.
Yes, and I'll look forward to the Web3 event in Riyadh. I'll check it out and see how is it and what are the topics going to be. I'll check it out, the details of the
unique kind of conference in that each speaker only speaks for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it's one day long, and there's about 60 speakers, and it's quick.
It's like a speed
There's
dating.
all insights. There's no BS. It's straight to the point. Yeah.
Interesting. So nice. So good to know. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in one of the conferences in Dublin going forward, probably in Blockchain Ireland. But thank you for your time. Take care, and we'll keep in touch.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Take care, Owen. Bye-bye.